Hello, welcome to this remote learning series video on how to collaborate with students using Google Hangouts Meet. So Google recently, if you're familiar with Google Hangouts, they recently split Hangouts into two different products. They call it Google Chat and Google Meet or Hangouts Meet. And so I'm going to show you today how to use Google Hangouts Meet as a collaboration tool and also as a tool to kind of call and communicate with your students. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to just go to meet.google.com and you'll want to be signed in with your .school Gmail account. You can see that I am right up there, and it'll take you to a page that looks like this, and we're going to click just join or start a meeting. And you don't even need to add a nickname or a code or anything. You can just click continue, and it's going to give you some options right here. It's going to ask and make sure that you want to allow some notifications. You're going to want to allow to use your microphone and your camera. And it's going to start it all up. I'm on a dock right now, so my camera is all covered up. But you can go ahead and just click join now, and it's going to start your Google Hangouts Meet. And if you had your camera facing at you, you'd see the video right now. Again, I'm on a dock, so mine is dark. But some really kind of cool things that you can do is you can just really quickly click copy joining info, and if I was messaging with a student back and forth using either chat or email or L4L Connect, I could just copy and paste that information right into a message using that copy joining info and paste that right there. The student would be able to click on the link right there, and they'd be able to join this without even having to log into their Google account. So they could just join and log in just like that. Some other things that we can do is we can click on add people, and I could type in the name of my student. So if I just typed in my test student account, I could invite that student right there, and it would send them an email that would invite them to the call. Or I could even go one step further, and I could enter their phone number right here, and this would then call their phone number using a dynamically assigned phone number. So it's not going to be one that's dedicated to you, and it's not going to be one that students are going to call back. But if they know that you're going to call them, say, hey, I'm going to call from kind of a weird number. I'm going to use Google Hangouts to give you a call. You type in their phone number, or a parent phone number, or a brother phone number, or the sister's phone number, or whatever phone number they give you that you can get in contact with them. You can go ahead and enter that right now there, and it's going to bring them right onto an audio call with you right on your computer. So once you get your student added to the Google Meet, there's a couple different ways that you can collaborate with students. The first one would be if a student is on and they're on and available with a way that they can see it. So they did not use the phone call feature, but they joined using the link, and so maybe they're viewing it on their phone. You can use this present now, and you can present your screen or a window, and you can use that to visually show students some different stuff to kind of use that as a way of communicating and collaborating with students. Another great option in collaboration with that is using a tool called a web whiteboard. So it's awwapp.com. And this will give you a whiteboard that you can draw on. So if you have a touch input, if you've got one of the yogas with the touch screen or something like that, you could actually use that touch input or your mouse, and you could use that. Additionally, you can also a web whiteboard has a really cool feature that allows you to add people, and so if you wanted to give this link to the student, then they could actually interact on this whiteboard with you as well. And this is a tool that our virtual tutors use and has been super successful. You can also drop in screenshots and all sorts of other stuff. I do just want to caution you to be careful about how much work you do on this, because this in general does not create complianceable documents. So students are still going to need to create that work sample either using Kami and the digital version or on a paper version, something that will give us that complianceable document. So this has been a couple tools for you to use Google Hangouts Meets, and hopefully you can use them as a successful way to collaborate with your students.